is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm
Oh,
married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
That's right, bitch.
Mm.
They said it couldn't be done. They said last week that they were going to be late.
Yep.
On the Doctor Strange review. We fucking lied
We
to you.
fucking
We stay on schedule.
We moved planets.
We went through multiverses to fucking make this work.
We were, well, I don't want to say. We haven't done the pizza time yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't even have it on me.
That's fine.
It's right over here.
We
You
can
know,
do it.
actually, this would be, other than when we did No Way Home, this is probably the most appropriate because it's Sam Raimi.
That's fucking cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we might as well start off right away because there's no point.
Because the movie starts off.
If you haven't seen the movie, then
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we'll make it clear.
Okay.
Pizza time. God damn it. It didn't hook up.
That son of a goddamn motherfucker. Goddamn motherfucker.
I don't edit this shit out. I want you to be a part of it.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
All right? One more.
Pizza time.
Spoilers. Yes. Spoilers. Nice.
All right.
Ow, fuck. Wait, no, can we do what's in my mouth or what? Or
yeah, we could do that.
we do have a what's in my mouth, which I will work now that I got my own Mac. I will work on a theme for what's in my mouth. By the way, don't forget I need a mic cord.
It needs to be a song that I'm going to be like,
I'll eat your ass.
at the end of it.
And how much are you going to pay me to do it?
$1 million, bitch.
I love the bitch at the end. It's so like, I'm going to give you this money.
Okay, so I saw this. Another big summer tent pole coming this year is Jurassic World Dominion, which features the return of you know who.
Yeah, we saw the trailer of that before the
And-
Doctor Strange.
And Dr. Pepper / 7-Up / Koi Rig North America has gotten in on the fun with a dark berry limited edition Dr. Pepper dark berry flavor.
Tyler, you can earn a free movie ticket with this bottle of Dr. Pepper right here.
Wow.
You got to get this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's called flavor.
Did you before we sip?
That's the flavor.
Before we take a sip, are you just fucking done with Jurassic World or Jurassic Park like I am?
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so glad this.
It's cool that they're coming back and stuff because it's like fan
Chris
service,
Pratt,
but
allegedly Chris Pratt is saying this is the end of the franchise. Like this is it.
good.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
What else do they have?
How many more millions of dollars
All right.
can we? Yeah.
Tyler,
Mhm.
Clinky,
Yep, clinkety dinkety.
3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
chug.
So grape soda, basically.
I like it.
It's grape soda.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
If you like grape soda, and you know what?
I love grape soda. I'm just
gonna-
saying.
I'm gonna-
just fucking call it grape soda.
I'm vibing with it, Tyler. I'm giving it a.
Yes. Me too.
Really?
I love grape
Yes!
soda. Remind me to tell you about the Dreadnoughts sometime.
I feel like we have I don't know. It sounds like we have talked.
The chocolate donuts and the grape soda.
No, we'll talk about that at a different show.
Yeah, we
You know
can't
what that
right
sounds
now.
like?
Beta.
Anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, for real. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Pizza time.
That's your spoiler warning. We're going to go whole hog in this butthole.
Where do we start? Holy shit.
Well, no, here's the thing. I think what we should do is...
Should we talk about our expectations going in? Because mine are still fresh a little bit.
Yeah, I think we should do this review and make it a little bit different. Because I like the reviews where it's a little bit more conversational. We just kind of, instead of just going beat for beat through the movie, we could just kind of talk about it.
Yeah, jump around.
And just because there's
Jump
so
up,
much.
jump up, and get down.
But expectations coming in this, I didn't have super high expectations. I'm not a big Doctor Strange guy, and I'm fully aware that like legit Doctor Strange fans probably don't like this wouldn't like this movie as much. I understand that in a sense of like, I think that this should have just.
Based on how he is in the
here's what I'm
comics,
trying
they
to say.
probably don't like the MCU version
well,
of him. If
yes.
if they're diehard Doctor Strange comics fans, probably
and I think
not.
it doesn't help that this isn't a solo Doctor Strange movie. This is a Doctor Strange movie, but it's also they are setting the status quo for the future of the MCU.
Yeah.
And so I can understand how a Doctor Strange fan would be a little upset about that and be like, just give him his sequel and you know all that. But
Right.
my expectations weren't super high. I was excited to see Sam Raimi directing again.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
he had not just superhero movies, but he had been doing movies for like 9 years. Like his last movie was, I think it was
Drag Me to Hell, wasn't it?
Oh, I think it was Oz the Great and Powerful, because that came.
Was
out.
that him
That was 2013
with
with James
Franco?
Franco? Yeah.
I liked that.
I never saw it.
That was I
And
really liked that
no,
one.
but-
I didn't know
but-
that was him.
But yeah, that's the thing, and that's gonna shine.
Well, everybody fucking.
That's
yeah.
gonna shine so much through in this review.
Mm.
I fucking love Sam Raimi. I
Yeah.
love Evil Dead.
We're huge.
I even liked his Spider-Man movies. So
We're
and
huge Sam Raimi.
Drag Me to
fans.
Hell was fucking awesome. I love
I've
that
never
movie.
seen it, but
So my expectations were not super high. I think they were like I was, and I still am. I'm more excited for Thor than I am Doctor Strange.
okay, fair
but
enough.
I was still excited to see an MCU movie in the theaters again.
Yeah. So my expectations. I actually was at work this morning, and I was kind of talking to myself, about what I was expecting, and I knew like, okay, I was trying to say like, what I really know nothing about this movie, and that's the way I wanted it. I knew that America Chavez was showing up. I knew Wanda was in it. We knew Professor X was in it. I thought that we would see a lot more like cameos based on some of the rumors. And I'll say this: we're beyond the pizza time, so I can say it. We just talked about this off the air. I left the theater thinking that was the perfect amount of like character cameos and whatnot.
Yeah,
I thought.
I honestly didn't have. Okay, I thought they were going to go to a little bit more. I thought they were going to do more multiverse stuff than they did.
Right?
And
Like explore multiverse
Yeah.
reversal realities. Yeah, me too.
But I don't.
But I'm okay with
And
how they did it.
Here's the thing: the cameo things, I don't buy anything. I don't care what the internet says.
I'm saying
No,
like
I know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but what I'm trying to get at is with WandaVision. Ever since that, I'm like,
Right.
I'm not listening to anyone's.
Boner?
I don't want to listen to anybody's fucking theories.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch these fucking movies.
Totally good,
I'm gonna
dude.
I'm gonna have my theories because when you see a trailer, you know a movie's coming out that you want to see, you're gonna build theories, sure,
Of course.
but I'm not going to give them any other thought than like this would be interesting or this would be cool. I'm like, oh, are they gonna do that? I don't know.
I'm really glad that I shut off my Twitter and Facebook for like a week. I really am.
I really didn't get anything spoiled.
And I'm not saying I would have. I'm just saying it was nice to just kind of, I don't know, but like I felt really
Yeah.
good. Not being bombarded with that bullshit all day.
But yeah, just the movie in and of itself coming in, I didn't have a ton of I did not know.
I knew I was gonna like it. I knew Sam Raimi. I knew Doctor Strange. I'm such a comic book nerd that any Easter eggs they're gonna give me are gonna be fucking great for me. And this movie gave me
I did not know
I got
until
so yeah.
I saw the movie until I
My nipples
like
were
the
hard
day
so
before
many
I
times.
saw it. I didn't know that Danny Elfman was composing it, and this was a big deal.
I didn't know
because
till the end of the movie, and then I was like, that makes sense because the
it
music
sounds
was
like a
fucking
Danny
fantastic.
Elfman superhero movie.
The music was fantastic. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because him and Raimi had a falling out, and this was Raimi's first time being back in movies in 9 years, and this
Is
was the reunion of that.
Is it possible that Raimi was creeped out by Danny Elfman's Oingo Boingo doing the song about like underage girls?
Maybe.
That might be.
Well, no, because he worked with him. He'd have to know at that point.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It was a different time, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing I love about this.
Everybody gives Danny Elfman a pass for that Oingo Boingo song. I'm not, Danny.
Dude, everybody, who cares? Okay? Who cares, Tyler? Nobody listens
You're
to
right up there with Kip
Who
Winger,
listened
buddy.
to Oingo Boingo, you fucking lunatic?
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody cares because nobody's heard of fucking Oingo Boingo.
Oh. Okay, I guess you've never seen Weird Science.
Weird science. Anyway, that should be a drop.
Yes!
So-
see if we can match that up to the song.
But like the movie is pretty. There's two things. So I didn't know Danny Elfman was composing it until like right before I saw it. Secondly, I did not know this, or maybe I didn't expect this, but I did not expect Wanda to be the villain the whole movie. I thought it was going to be a turn like halfway through.
Right.
But
Right off the fucking
within
bat
the first
almost.
half hour of the movie, it's revealed. And I'm
Within
like,
the first
shit.
5 minutes that
No, it isn't, because there's a whole fight.
Stop.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a whole bunch of shit that happens before that.
Within the first 5 minutes of him going to get help from her.
Yeah.
she fucking she busts it.
No, because they were talking, and because she says, and America
didn't tell
could
me-
stay
and
with
then she
me,
was
and she
like-
goes, you didn't tell me her name.
My first thought when that happened was that she was like, "Oh, my powers are manifesting weird," but then she just literally went full heel, and it was like,
It was amazing.
"All right, that's cool," because I liked
And it
her.
was such a-
She was
it was
really
such a-
fucking. She played it really good.
It was such a cool scene when she like touches when he's like, it's all. She's like, the lying part was easy, and then it shows
the
all
hex, yeah,
all the shit, and then like the black stuff on her fingers, and then when she sees me, it won't be Wanda, it will be the Scarlet Witch. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit! Like
No,
I was like,
dude,
I was
this
full
is me being. That was me being reasonable. Like, oh my god,
I will say though,
scary.
there are some There are fair criticisms of her character in this,
Okay.
and they did explain it away with the plot device of the Darkhold, but she learned nothing from WandaVision. Is what this movie's implying.
And on top of all that, her entire redemption arc is just a waste because now she's apparently dead. Or
She ain't dead. Until I see a body, she ain't dead. She is not dead. I bet you dollars to donuts that she's alive.
yeah, but yeah, we gotta say, yeah, he literally like WandaVision. Now, hang on a second.
It's not true because they do explain that the Darkhold has corrupted her.
Sure.
But I could see that criticism. I can understand that criticism.
I honestly, at the very end, like when the one Wanda was walking up to the variant or whatever was walking up to her, and she was sitting on the Scarlet Witch was on the ground crying, and she kind of held her hand out, I can't remember what she said. She said something, but I thought there was going to be a no more mutants, like let's make mutants something like House of M type of thing, because that's kind of like that would have been a perfect MCU moment to do that, but because of the shot and the way it was shot, but no other reason, and I'm glad they didn't. There's a lot of my thing about watching MCU movies now, and this kind of stinks, but it's not bad. It just kind of it makes watching these movies a little bit tough for me now. I'm always anticipating. I have such a backlog of obscure comic, shit, trivia, minutia that I know, like this, that, and the other thing. Like I know names, and like I knew
You're waiting
Mr. Fantastic.
for the fan service moment.
As soon as they said Baxter, what was it? Foundation.
See, I didn't get that because
As soon as she said that, I was like,
I don't know.
Mr. Fantastic.
Well, I don't really know that much about Fantastic Four, and it's weird that it's Baxter and not Richards, but whatever.
I don't know why it was the Baxter.
Yeah, why is
building.
it the Baxter?
I don't know.
understand. I've never understood that.
We could look that up, but I don't know.
Yeah. So
I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of just bouncing around.
I know there's a reason, but I can't remember. Anyway,
just move on. We're done with that. Nobody cares.
Yeah. And by the way,
I gotta tell you,
for those of you who don't know, that weird blue square, it's not a weird blue square, okay? It's a fucking Dr. Doom's time machine. So all y'all critics writing these articles with spoilers, and then Mr. Fantastic himself shows up in a weird blue square.
Oh, he just teleported in.
No, it's Dr. Doom's time
I
machine.
know, but I
Yeah,
just looked
all right.
at it as him teleporting into the
Great.
room.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure you guys know what's up. Fine.
Hot take: I don't give
Fucking do
two
this.
shits about the Fantastic
Oh my
Four.
God, we're gonna have problems.
Even after this movie, I'm like, I don't care. I really don't. What is there to give a shit about? The only thing worth caring about with the Fantastic Four is Doctor Doom. That's it. Oh, the Thing is sad because he's ugly.
Oh my God.
Oh, Reed Richards, so genius, but he's such a dick. You know what? That's the movie out. If you're gonna do it, do the Ultimate Universe. I want the Maker.
Oh, fuck the Ultimates. Oh, and fuck the Maker.
I want the Maker instead of fucking Reed
Whatever.
Richards.
Anyway.
Him in that ugly ass helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
So
Anyway, we're getting in the weeds.
the big moose looking dude in Carmertage. We're just jumping around.
I know,
you had no
but why the
clear-
fuck is the Minotaur getting a title sequence? Did you see that he was in the title cards at the end of the movie?
His name is Rintra, okay, and he is a very important comic book. Fucking fuck you, man. What is going on here?
This is what I'm talking about, Tyler.
You are just tearing down the comics that built up this
tell me
MCU
about
that
the
you love so much.
Tell me about the fucking
Tell me
Minotaur.
about the fucking Minotaur, man, asshole.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Stop calling him a bull. He's not a bull. He's a minotaur.
His name is Rintrah, and he's a very important Here's the fun thing about
He has a
Doctor
bull
Strange.
head.
Here's the fun thing about Doctor Strange. He's never really had his own book. And the reason why is because his books never sell. At one point in the 80s, he shared a bi-monthly, that means every 2 months, a bi-monthly book with Cloak and Dagger. No shit. It was called Strange Tales, starring Doctor Strange and Cloak and Dagger. The original comic book that he showed up in was originally called Strange Tales, and then it just morphed into Doctor Strange. But anyway, he's never really sold. So when we were just talking about, diehard Doctor Strange comics fans, I doubt there's many. You know what I mean? Like, and he's kind of a carbon copy of Tony Stark in the comics anyway. He's a brash, good-looking womanizer, adventure type. The only difference between Tony Stark and I know I'm going to get so much fucking shit for this, but the only difference between Tony Stark and Stephen Strange in the Marvel Comics universe is that Tony Stark is rich.
Well, and one does science, one does magic.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
I had a fuck off ready for whatever you're going to say. I don't know why.
No matter what. Even though if I was going to make sense, you were like, no, fuck you. This is
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What I love so much about one.
But that was cool seeing Rintrah. That was
and what Elizabeth Olsen's performance is unbelievable in this movie.
I give it 2 thumbs up, and definitely she carried a lot of the movie, I think.
Yeah.
She was a great villainess. Sorry, villain.
But that's the interesting thing about this plot. This plot, while there's all these complexities of what it can mean with the multiverse and the Illuminati and all this, it's a pretty straightforward plot. They're just being chased throughout the multiverse by Wanda. That's it. And I liked I love the choices they made with her and making her such a for my money, she is up there with Killmonger and Thanos. I really like what they did with her in this movie.
She was intimidating a lot.
Yes.
Like when she was on screen, it was scary. You didn't know what was going to happen. The makeup that they did in some of the shots, coupled with her performance, like to kind of, make her look like really sweaty at one point. I think at the very end of the dream walk when she finally gets to them. Just really great. The way it was shot, the way she acted, everything was just great.
Mm-hmm.
I was really appreciative of it, and again, she ate up the screen.
I like that she used her brain manipulation powers, because that whole sequence is really cool when she just run. Like I love that.
Yeah.
So when she goes and assaults Carmitage, I don't remember it being that important of a thing in the comics, or being that big or something like that. From the little bits of the Doctor Strange stuff that I've seen, I like the Carmitage itself. It's just size I thought.
Well, we learned in the first,
because there's that's the thing too. This movie wants a body count, so there's a shit ton of sorcerers.
Sure.
And that kind of like rubs up, and this could change in the 5 years that Strange was gone or whatever. But it does kind of run into little consistencies of like, okay, so this movie really wants a body count, because the way that they talked in the first movie, where there are not a lot of sorcerers, and this one it's like whole fucking school.
Well, don't forget, since Mordo's been gone, they've been recruiting a lot more.
Yeah, are we implying that Mordo got blipped?
I don't know.
Or you mean when he left?
I have no.
You're just saying since he left in the first movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously things changed since he's left, because they're like, we need more.
But and I'm sure with the Avengers and everything, like in that world, it would make sense that they would have more sorcerers or whatever.
Sure,
but.
And remember how many came out of the things at the end of Endgame? But here's the thing.
That's true, yeah. There was a whole fucking army of sorcerers.
Here's the thing. In the first movie, we learned that it's the Sanctum Sanctorums, the 3 Sanctum Sanctorums, that really truly protect the Earth. Camartage is where they train. But it's also where they held... it's also the safest place that they had to hold and keep America Chavez safe. The other Sanctum Sanctorums, I in my mind, if we're really,
I appreciate it because it's a different location and it adds some
I'm
variety.
thinking if there is any sort of in-universe explanation, it's that we don't fuck with the Sanctum Sanctorums like that.
Yeah.
That's if we have
It's not a
if
battle.
we have to make a stand, we go to Kamartage or whatever. I don't know.
But the assault on Carmitage was great. I love that so much. Of again, they just Raimi gets it. Like Raimi gets, and I tweeted about it after I got out of the movie. It's like I missed him making superhero movies. He just gets it because for me, the things that drag this movie down are when this movie has to be an MCU movie. When this movie is a Sam Raimi horror B horror movie, it's so much more fun. And I'm not including the Illuminati in that. I'm not talking about.
I have a feeling that you don't have nearly the reverence for the whole Illuminati sequence that I do.
No, I do.
Okay.
I love that sequence.
You're pissing on Black Bolt quite a bit. I don't know. We'll get there.
Because his powers suck. Anyway.
We'll get there. No, finish your thought about Raimi. Because I want to talk about Raimi.
Yes.
Yeah, finish your thought
Jesus
about Raimi.
Christ.
Sorry.
Take one beat at a time. No, but I'm not even... I love the Illuminati stuff. But what I mean when it has to be a Marvel movie is like when it has to... I don't know how to explain it. Because like I don't hate the like I love the Illuminati stuff.
And that's why I thought that, because...
But when the movie has to... address things, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, there's just some things that are a little too like. I don't know. It's hard to explain because if I did explain, because it would imply that I don't like the Illuminati sequence, and I do.
Okay.
But I think the movie is more fun when it is. Okay, here's it is. I don't like the title, and I don't like the gimmick. I don't like it being a multiverse. I am done with the multiverse shit already. I am so sick of it because we go from Loki, we go from Spider-Man, we go to this. When this movie is the straightforward plot of just being chased by Wanda
through the multiverse.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
No, that's what I mean. When they have to do this convoluted and like as cool as the dream walking is and like that implication, all that. But I'm already at a boiling point of multiverse. And it's like we've only done 3 things with this and I'm already like I don't want to do a multiverse anymore. I just want to do a Doctor, and that's why I see why people don't want a Doctor Strange, like why people wanted a Doctor Strange movie. The Illuminati shit was cool and enjoyable, and I like that. But that's all we really got for Multiverse, and then we got what else? The sequence at the beginning of the movie.
I'll give you that there wasn't a lot more, but
so if they weren't going to commit that hard to that gimmick, why not just go with? I don't know. It's just.
Let's
put
a pin in the Illuminati shit,
just
because
stop.
I want to talk about
Let
Raimi.
me finish the thought.
Right.
Okay, I'll explain it. When it's a horror movie, I like it more. When it's an action movie, I don't like it as much, if that makes any sense.
Sort of.
I like the Raimi Evil Dead elements more so than the superhero Marvel elements.
Here's what Raimi...
If that makes any fucking sense.
Sure. And I want to get to the Illuminati shit, definitely, because you and I still... Even after you said all that, we had very different reactions to this. But the thing that I love about Raimi, we talked about this off the air, there's a moment where like these little goblins, and he ends up the zombie Doctor Strange ends up turning them into his cape. But there's a moment where it's so the fucking cemetery scene from Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell and like the fucking like the little skeletons and shit.
Well, and the fact that he even controls a corpse and it's like a deadite,
right? And you can see like Raimi's direction when he's doing like different stuff as the zombie, and then when Elizabeth Olsen is chasing them through the tunnel and everything, like you can see like he's like, listen, I'm Sam Raimi. I've directed people playing undead before, so just listen to me and we'll be okay, and just do what I tell you, because he's so good at it. And there's a lot of techniques that Raimi, I don't think he pioneered them, but he definitely made them popular use, that are kind of cost cutting, but still effective. One of the things we talk about is making the camera a character.
Yeah.
There's a point where Rachel McAdams is like, I can't remember. It's in the fucking the really bad universe where they're fighting that one Doctor Strange. They end up killing the Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a cost effective thing that works so well. there's so many shots that you're watching, like this whole movie, and it's this brilliant, just long, epic like shot, and then there's like this really quick, like camera move, and like kind of this cheesy like effect, but it's so effective because he's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many, and his jump scares are better than anybody else's. Fuck Blumhouse, okay? Fuck you. You don't know anything about scary because Raimi knows what's going on. I jump scare at Raimi stuff. I just really just want to turn off Blumhouse.
Yeah, I think what it boils down to, as much as I like the Illuminati scene for the implications of the MCU,
jump scares should be fun.
Well, I wish it wouldn't have had to be a multiverse thing, and I wish it was just a straight up. And that's honestly what Scott Derrickson wanted to do. That's why he left this movie, because he wanted to do a straight Doctor Strange horror movie, and they said, no, we got to do this and this and this, and he left on creative differences.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, but we got Raimi, so why are you? You're not complaining, are you?
I'm not. Jesus Christ! I love this movie, but there's just some times where I'm like, man, I wish.
Are we talking about
we
the
could
Illuminati?
just be a horror movie.
Okay. Are we gonna get into the Illuminati?
Here's why I like the Illuminati scene. Because it turns into a horror movie. That's what I love. When she comes in and she fucking annihilates them.
Sure.
One, I think it's hilarious. Two, I think it was genius. It is hilarious.
I know, but just God.
Because it builds up.
These are characters are really important.
Here's why
to
I
me.
love it, because it reminds me of Deadpool 2 when they when they go and bring in the X-Force to immediately kill him. Which I think that's a
didn't really dig on either.
I
but
thought it was a good joke.
It is a great joke, but fuck you, because now we don't have those guys. But thanks anyway. But actually, we probably do, because that was in a different.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead. I talked a lot at the beginning of the last thing we talked about, so go ahead.
I was sitting waiting for the second end credit scene, which I really didn't need to.
I fucking love that so much.
I did like. Here's what I loved about it. I love Bruce Campbell, and I love that I love that I feel like he had a hand in being like, I want to be the last thing that they see, because I think he hates the whole end credits thing, and like as far as like. What it's done to movies. Bruce Campbell's kind of a purist about some movie stuff. I'll bet you he hates it. So he's like, hey, Sam, I'll do this for free if you let me do the very last thing. And what it's going to be is me doing something completely asinine. Are you reading?
Keep talking.
An article?
Jesus Christ. I am multitasking.
Wow. I want to be doing something really asinine for a little while, and then I'm gonna say it's over, and just give a middle finger to all the assholes who sat through like 5 minutes of credit. Anyway, while I'm waiting,
but the MCU has been like that's their thing now.
Yeah.
Like ever since the first Avengers, it's been mid credits is the plot, the important part of the plot, and then.
That's why
last
Eternals,
one,
that's
the
why
end credits
Eternals
is funny.
Is not so shitty, because they had two really eye-opening ones. Anyway, whatever. Illuminati. I'm sitting there,
and then you had Guardians 2 that has like 4
and
credits.
I love these characters so much, and you have I can't explain to people. It's the same. It's not the same, because it's not nearly as life and whatever as having a baby. We were just talking about this off the air. No, hang on. We were just talking about this off the air. I don't understand what it's like to have a baby and like you know what I mean? Like what you just experienced. We were just talking about this. You don't understand what it's like to learn to read on comic books. To grow up with these people as sometimes your only friends, especially when you moved around a little bit during that kind of elementary formative years. And these characters are people that I've lived with all my life. And when I saw how fucking dirty they did the Inhumans, oh my God, I was so fucking pissed. So fucking pissed.
You're
dude.
gonna really love my takes on the Inhumans then.
Well, no, they fucked it up. I mean,
the only reason I don't like
they're not going to be able to bring them into the MCU because they're just the average movie going public thinks they're a joke. Because they fucking made him a joke. And it's too late.
Yeah,
you can't fucking come back.
That's
from
why. My main reason, my biggest issue with the Inhumans is because
you can't ever
of
come
Marvel
back from
themselves.
Yeah.
Because of
they couldn't even make the comics. They couldn't even sell the books.
That's why. Because they tried to make the their disputes with Fox led to them trying to make them the new X-Men, and ever since then I was like, fuck that. Fuck that.
I now here's the thing. I know there's a writer out there who can resurrect him, and I'd love to see it because I love the Inhumans.
Hot take, Tyler.
Lockjaw is one of the coolest fucking characters ever. He's a big fucking dog that teleports. That's awesome.
The more I think about the Illuminati stuff, and the more I think about the Marvel shit that's in this movie, I couldn't completely contradict myself. I like the Sam Raimi elements more, but I still really like the Marvel stuff.
Oh, I know you like.
I want to
it.
make that clear.
Yeah, no. I know that you meant like that was.
I wanted more of the Raimi shit.
If you could choose between one of the two, you'd rather have the Raimi. No, I get that. No, I know you didn't hate the.
And
but
okay, so
I'm not quite finished.
This scene, Black Bolt.
I was kind of tearing up thinking about how I was gonna. I was almost gonna do like a reaction video in the car because. I was so emotional about seeing those characters, even though it was kind of like a goof and that they ended up killing them off. And obviously Captain Carter.
They'll be back. They're variants.
Sure. But Captain Carter obviously was not somebody I grew up with or whatever. But all these other characters, it was really, really neat to just see them. And it was really cool, that scene where they killed the other Doctor Strange. It was really so... I got so fucking hard when I saw the fucking voice being used on screen. Finally, really, truly, awesomely, and I loved that they gave him sign language because that's how he communicates. It was fucking awesome. And which
is why I would
never
give want his powers. Because I talk too much.
John Krasinski pulls it off as Mr. Fantastic.
They used a shitty Photoshop from like 2015 and made it a reality. Like, cause
what?
What are you talking about? The meme. It's a meme. Like John Krasinski being Mr. Fantastic
I know that, but
was a shitty Photoshop from years ago. And yes, he had been campaigning for whatever.
Right, but they didn't just take a picture and put. He was actually.
No, there
in the
were
movie.
people that did that. Is what I mean. Like that's what started it.
I know, but I'm saying John Krasinski was on set and they put shit on him.
No, that's not what I was trying to say.
Okay, yeah, that's what
I wasn't saying.
No,
I'm saying what started this whole campaign to get him.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those for years.
Yeah, so to think that they finally list like how it's crazy to think how much the internet has an impact on that. Just to be like, well, because this is in Marvel's mind, they could do the ultimate fence sitting and say if they want to recast him, they could just be like, well, he was a variant, so we can do that, even though they. This is what kills me about this.
Which I'm totally cool if they do that.
They could do that, but they've also kind of fucked up their own multiverse rules because there's multiple Benedict Cumberbatches.
No, hang on. I wanted to talk about this because...
And the Spider-Man looked different.
No, because I wanted to talk about this. I read an article today, and I had already been thinking about this, okay? Now, just because the Doctor Stranges we saw in this movie... variants were all played by Benedict Cumberbatch or looked like that or whatever, that doesn't mean, obviously in Spider-Man, the other Spider-Mans looked different. Obviously, Loki's variants looked different in some cases, and in other cases they didn't.
And that's the way for Marvel to do with this same thing with John Krasinski.
It's
it would be like
brilliant for them to do that, actually.
Hey, if you want, it's like a test. It's like a weird test audition of it, of being
Kinda.
like, do you want to see him?
I'll say this.
Movie?
Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, so
I'm okay with you making the joke about the tuning fork on the head, Doctor Strange, because it is a tuning fork on his head.
Dude, okay. I've got so much to say about Black Bolt.
You just don't, okay? Just fucking don't, all right?
What kind of bullshit plot device character is that? He talks, he kills people. Come on.
It's a testament to his ability to lead and be strong in the face of adversity because he is the king of the Inhumans.
Why is he the king, Tyler?
He was born into it.
Well, that's his first part. You're going to support a man who's a monarch? You bastard. It is kind of amazing that...
Are you standing monarchs, dude?
Yeah.
Are you standing the queen?
Monarchs are so mid. Which is true, but they do suck. But
fuck them.
Because I never watched the show, and then I found out after I saw the movie that it's the same dude from the show, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I knew, I recognized him.
And the fact that they got, is it Donna Rambo?
It was the girl, I can't remember.
It's
her
Monica
name.
Rambo's mom, so I think it's Donna Rambo.
She's from Captain Marvel.
Well, yeah, but just like having her as Captain Marvel was cool.
Yeah, she was in the flashbacks to the 90s. She was Photon, and when we see her daughter in WandaVision.
She becomes Photon.
Right, but yeah, that's 5 years, and she died of cancer in the MCU.
People have seen it. First of all,
I was reminding you. I didn't know if you.
No,
knew.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the listener. I'm like, well,
I was
don't
making
know.
sure also
That's
that I
another
got
thing
it right
too.
I think that's right. Yeah.
This also is a testament to this move or of what Raimi had to do, because Raimi came in behind schedule, had COVID delays, which actually worked for this movie.
Yeah.
So they could iron out the script. They had to do a lot of reshoots late
Let's do some ironing.
for continuity. They had to do a lot of reshoots later, and they had to do reshoots because originally this was supposed to come out before WandaVision and No Way Home, which I don't know how that was going to happen
Right.
because and that's
We'll
the thing,
never
and
know.
that's another
And
thing too. It's like
hurts
hey,
my head
hey
trying to
Sam
think about
Raimi,
it, actually.
welcome back to movies 9 years later. Welcome back. Here's
Thank
what you
you.
got to do. You got to do a movie that's behind schedule, and it's not only a sequel to Doctor Strange, it's a sequel to WandaVision, and kind of a sequel to No Way Home.
Which kind of
And,
pays
and by
homage
the
to
way,
your Spider-Man
and
movies.
by the way, those other two movies were originally supposed to be before this movie, so now we're going to have to go back and do reshoots
You know what Sam did? You know what he did?
to iron out the
You know what
continuity.
he did? He drove up in that fucking Chevy Nova that fucking shows up in
It's
every one of his movies.
It's in this movie somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I'm not sure, but he drove up in that thing right up on the set. He got out and his, that little, he's kind of a nerdy looking dude.
Yeah.
And he got out of that car and he got up on set and he's like, "All right, let's do this."
He
And he made it happen.
he also said that when he was at
He's used to doing
did a
shit on
bi-
a
he
shoestring budget under,
he did
duress.
he did a big interview
Yeah.
with Rolling Stone, and he talked about like why he wanted to do it and what brought him back, because he just was like, I just wanted to see if I could do it again, and teach these
He's
kids.
such an unassuming dude. Whenever you
Teach
see
these
his,
kids a lesson, is what he said.
Whenever-
Jokingly, he laughed after.
whenever you see his interviews like in person, like he's such an unassuming, like weird. He's kind of weird looking, and he kind of always he's just really soft spoken. He's
Also,
he's a little introvert.
You
a
can
little
put
bit.
Bruce Campbell in, but you can't put Ted Raimi in it. What the fuck, Sam?
Oh,
Can't
I'm
put
sure
your brother.
Ted's in there somewhere.
He's probably like Sean Gunn. He's like some CG character. Like he's the mocap for the character. Which, by the way, that Guardians just wrapped. Shooting.
Yeah, shitty.
Shooting.
You know what's really great about doing this on Sunday night is when I left to come out here to do the podcast. The last episode of Winning Time was not out yet,
There you go.
and by the time I get home,
So I want to go back just to like all of the horror set pieces, because that. Well, first of all, this movie just shoots out of a cannon. Like you see the Marvel.
no, we're not going to go beat for beat.
Which I was surprised.
we both liked
they
how
weren't
it
gonna-
started off like that.
I was surprised that they weren't going to do. They didn't do the traditional Raimi open with like these very like dramatic music and title cards for the main credits. It
Yeah.
just jumps right into the movie.
You know what I thought was interesting too is some MCU movies they have in the past done movies where they do like a cold open before the Marvel stuff or the Marvel what is it, title card I
Yeah.
guess. I actually so I don't know why, but whenever I'm in the theater for an MCU movie and it starts off like that, I don't know why, but I'm always kind of thrown off, and I think it was Endgame that really ruined, like, made it like that for me, because it starts off with
Let's
Hawkeye,
Fine, kill.
and
the
then
son
it
of a-
does the.
Oh yeah, his family getting dusted.
right, but it's kind of a cold whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I and it's always jarring for me when I want to see a movie really bad anyway when it finally starts. So it's like,
Yeah, and the fact that it's like, well, and then if I
But yeah.
if I didn't know that Danny Elfman wasn't doing this movie,
And then
I
just-
found out in this first fucking scene.
right, and then right away, yeah, it's just like holy shit. And I really liked. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Zoshitl Gomez,
I
I
have no
think.
idea.
It's because it's Xochitl. So I think it's Zoshitl Gomez. She did a really great job, I thought.
I want to talk about her character in general.
Okay, she's
And-
a great character in the comics. dude.
We still never.
She
we didn't
punches
finish
through
the.
reality, dude. That's so fucking cool. Okay.
We actually haven't.
Well,
We
yeah.
haven't even finished talking about the Illuminati scene, but
I liked it.
I want to
a
talk
lot
about.
more
I
than
want
you.
to talk
We don't
about.
have to. I
No,
mean-
I will. No, we have to talk about that. Are you fucking kidding me? That's like
Well-
one of the biggest set pieces of the whole fucking movie.
Well, okay, but why didn't we?
Jesus. Well, what?
I thought you just wanted to shit all over my favorite characters,
No,
so
I'm
that's why I
joking.
didn't want to talk.
No,
about
that's
it
my
anymore.
bad. I started a whole other line because I just, as I was getting ready to talk about this, I was like, wait, we didn't even finish talking about the Illuminati stuff.
Fucking dick.
Well, you know what? We will, because we were talking about the horror set pieces. No, but America Chavez was such a fucking. I liked her performance. I liked her character, but Marvel and Disney are such little bitches that they couldn't let this character fucking be gay, and so they give her gay parents. But what do they do to the gay parents? They shoot them off and kill them. But then they can't even commit to that and be like, well, they're lost in the dimensions.
Well, no, that gives her the chance to have her
No,
own.
it doesn't. It doesn't. They don't. No, here's what I'm saying. This is them doing the listen to me. This is them saying let's commit to this.
Listen to me. I don't get a lot of sleep.
No, this is them trying to commit to their diversity angle that they're talking about, but then they can't even do that because it's like, well, we'll say she's gay or whatever, fine. But then you're gonna go and give her gay parents.
She's actually bisexual
and
in
then,
the comics,
sure,
by the way.
Sure, whatever. My point is, she has a different sexual. The movie is fucking banned because she's a bisexual character, and they can't even. My thought process was be like, oh, they would commit to that. They don't because it's like, oh, here's her lesbian parents. Let's shoot them into reality, kill them. But because we want to sit on the fence, they're in a different reality. And then, okay, so as it is, then why the hell is she at the Carmitage at the end of this fucking movie? Why isn't she seeing her gay parents? Why?
She's training to use her.
She doesn't need to. The whole third act part of this was that she just believed in herself, right? So why would she be training? No, I just want to go on that
Why are
rant.
you so mad? You're so pissed.
I just want to go on that rant because
Yes.
because they made a whole big deal about this movie getting banned in other countries.
Who did? I mean, Disney did, or
Well, yeah, I saw that there was some. I can't.
I
Remember.
know that got banned, but who made a big deal about it?
I am because
SJWs?
because what I'm trying to say is, what I'm getting at is, can we get over the fucking dead gay people shit?
Commitment. He wants commitment.
Stop
yeah.
and stop with the dead gay character cliche. It's fucking stupid.
Did you also notice?
That's my only gripe, because I know that's not a Sam Raimi decision. I know that's not a Scream. That is a Marvel decision.
Can we also point out that a lot of recent projects that you and I have talked about have featured gay female characters who are, by the way, not white.
So okay.
Do you think
That's not okay? Not allowed.
Do you think that's no? I'm saying like.
I'm sorry. I went on.
Wait a second. I'm totally being serious. Do you think that maybe like there's kind of like an insidious underplot? Like, yeah, you can show gay ladies, but they better not be white because white ladies aren't. You know what I mean?
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, kind of a pushback against the woke culture.
I'm just
I wouldn't surprise me at all, dude.
I just think it's just cowardly, personally. Then
most of it's virtuous,
and maybe they're not.
when it's virtue signaling, it sucks.
And you're right. You're right. It is a part of her motivation as a character, and I get that. And
I know. I just thought it was funny how pissed you were.
Well, because it's like, I don't know. Because it also.
I looked at it as a hopeful opening for her to
Or
get her own project.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Maybe that's an excuse for them
Don't
to do
forget,
a Disney Plus show or something.
Kate Bishop, if they ever bring the kids back, which who knows now, but they're part of the Young Avengers. What's her name? Yelena Belova. They're positioning these other characters to be in the forefront eventually.
So back to what I love about Raimi, and the horror set pieces of this. So, and this is more of an action sequence, but I love it. This movie is fucking me up because I love this movie, but I am getting so angry at it, and it's only certain things where I'm like, it's the Marvel things in it. I'm like, God damn it, Marvel.
Yeah, you need to calm down
No, it's just whatever.
a little bit. Just accept it for what it
Hey
is.
man, it's been a long weekend.
Mm.
So
By the way, did you notice Mordo never shows up after he
Oh
drops him down that thing? If you want to get into like plot holes and shit,
Yeah.
I mean, does Scarlet Witch kill that variant of him?
you
I
know
mean, what happens to him?
And again,
He doesn't go and help his friends.
you could argue that this movie is the same as the first movie in a sense that the whole
Really? Why?
because the whole thing is put down the knife, Steven, is the same exact thing in the first movie that they just reused for this. You could argue.
Yes and no.
You could argue.
Yes and no.
It's an argument to be made, is what I'm
There
saying.
is an argument to be made, but it's probably going to be made by somebody who is less intelligent than we are.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, I would, because it's a
No,
stupid
it's-
argument.
It is the same movie.
Oh my God.
Tell me how it isn't.
I'm not going to dignify it with a response. Let's move on. What are
No,
we talking about now?
now I think I'm just at the point where I'm just fucking with you. So, but what I love about
This is the Eternals review all over again.
Yeah.
I thought you liked it.
No, I did, and I'm as I'm talking, I'm like, you're full of shit. As I was saying, like, I don't like. No, the America Chavez stuff I am upset about, but like,
I totally get it.
But like I was again, this is the kind of shit like the Carmitage assault where she's coming in and it's a black cloud and she's just levitating and like above it and then all the stuff that happens after that is just what I love so much about this movie. It's just the Sam Raimi B horror action shit. So when I love that scene too because we get more. Can we just always have Wong and Strange together because they're so good together? But he's like, yeah, go talk to her. And he's like, you're going to have to do it. The fate of the multiverse is in the balance.
So
And
no
it's
pressure.
No pressure. And then it goes up and she's like, this is me being reasonable. We talked about earlier.
Fantastic monologue.
But again, this is what makes her a good villain. Because for a second, I was on her side. And then I flipped it. I'm like, no, fuck you. You enslaved a whole town.
Yeah.
You don't get to be justified. And that. What about that, Wanda? Was that reasonable? And then I was like, that's a good villain. Because I was leveling with her for a second, and then I was like, wait, no. You did some shit, okay? Mm-hmm. But then I love when he comes back down, and he's like, nailed it. It's such a weird Raimi cut. I'm like, nailed it.
I really liked, I think my favorite, not really jump scare, it kind of was, well, a little bit, when Professor X goes into her mind. What?
Yeah.
Speaking of horror set pieces, he goes into the what?
Can I stop you there?
Yes.
Can we save that for the Illuminati and just kind of lead into that? Because
I mean it's
because I wanted to talk about the mirror dimension.
Well, the end of the Illuminati, the end of the Illuminati is a horror set piece, really. I mean,
that's
really
what I'm saying is like because I kind of want to just go down that but I love this sequence too because this is where we get to see her brain power, like her mind controlling ability again, because like they fortify it. And they can't, she can't break through. And then Strange sees that. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, she's looking for somebody's mind and find a weakness. And then she sees that guy. And I love that transition. Like, it's such a cool transition. And then just saying the run. And then, like, him taking off. And then I was like, oh. Because as I'm watching, I'm like, fuck. Because I'm like, they're done. They're done. They're done. Yeah. And, so when she comes in and does that, and then they set the trap, and she goes in the mirror dimension, holy fuck, Tyler. This was my favorite part of the whole movie. Well, that's not true. The Illuminati slaughter was probably my favorite, but...
Such an asshole.
No, because this...
No, I know. In terms of a horror set piece, it was fantastic.
Yeah. But like the mirror dimension was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because whenever he does the mirror dimension shit, when he did it in Strange, when he did it in Spider-Man, like I always love that. And then to have her like being stuck in it and then like shoot like a energy blast and like ping 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 ping.
And
then when she touches the one that's pointing at her and it starts to turn into water, I was like, holy shit, that's what I was saying in my head.
Yeah, and then like
her coming out of the puddles.
You
oh
knew
my
she
God.
was at some point, but the way that they kind of used it, like how like she had to kick the water, but then she came out of like the gold behind her, like her hand, and then when she came out looking like that chick from The Ring and shit.
Yeah, we should like contort her.
Oh my God, yeah.
But
that
even
was
before that,
cool.
that's when it turns down the volume and they do the jump scare, and it's almost was like kind of like Spider-Man when he does the spider sense is what it reminded me of. But yeah, then her just jumping out of the puddles and pulling them, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that was fucking scary.
And then but did you notice she was ripping her clothes? Like it was still cutting her and stabbing her when she was contorting her body.
Yeah, that's what was cool about it. Is
so
when
cool.
she finally comes through, I mean, there's clear evidence that she had to cut herself moving through the mirror dimension
Yeah.
that way. But that's how determined she is, and that's one thing that
That's what's so scary about
we
her.
talked about how intimidating she is on screen, and I think that's that Raimi direction. Like, here's your motivation.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Well,
stopping you.
When this is,
Or
yeah, and that's
something
and that's
like
the thing.
that.
That's what makes a horror like what makes so like.
That's what makes
That's-
the end
that's
of the first Terminator so fucking
Yeah,
scary. He won't stop.
That's the thing. That's what works so
Stopped him. No, he
effectively
didn't. Yeah.
in horror was when you throw everything and this thing is so determined to get you, it's still gonna come at you. And like the way that they have her do that throughout this movie is just so well done.
When
And
I
she
first
is
saw-
so terrifying whenever she's on screen.
When I first saw Terminator, and like I almost peed my pants when it was still reaching for her and shit. I'm like, come on, you just crushed the goddamn skull.
Yeah. So then we get. So then we go through all the multiverses, and this is where we run into the Illuminati.
That sequence
That
where
was dope.
he jumped and grabbed her was fucking cool as fuck.
and they turn into paint at one point.
Most I really liked how she was like, yeah, most places don't pay for food. It's weird that you guys do. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, you fucking
Well, then it
capitalists.
immediately undercuts it when he's like, "Hey, you stole that." So it's like,
Sure.
"Oh, so she's full of shit."
But still,
Well, no, even before that, when he's like, it's the shot from the tail, and he's screaming, and like his face is like
Right.
a Rubik's cube of like
Yeah.
different dimensions.
and they went
stuff.
through the cartoon, and
And
they
the-
went through all sorts. That's going to be fun to pause when it comes out.
Well, and then the paint, and then it's like, well, then when they land, she's like, she usually
Try not
you'd
to
be
get stuck there.
Usually you'd be throwing up right now, and he's like,
Yeah.
"This isn't the first weird trip I've had."
And it
And
was
then-
a nice, big, long barf. That was when I started having to pee, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking miss something.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. I had to go pee, and at one point, I somehow made it to the bathroom and back before the Illuminati shit, because I would have been pissed if I had missed any of that. So,
Yeah. I will say though, as much as I don't care as much about the Inhumans or Black Bolt or anything like that, I still thought that was really cool to have like, okay, so we are doing okay, and I want to talk about this. So minus Iron Man.
basically.
Did you by at any chance take any grain of salt that they were going to put Tom Cruise in Iron Man or just have Iron Man there at all for the Illuminati?
Here's what I thought would have been cool, would have been it would have made an in-universe the way that they've done fan service is really great because it makes sense in the universe. It makes sense in the story. So I would have been totally okay if they would have stuck Tom Cruise in there, knowing that we're all smart enough to know that he was originally going to be way back in the day.
Yeah.
And knowing that, hey, we're smart enough to know that he's a variant because, I think it would have been smart of them to do it if they could have gotten him.
Yeah.
I doubt they were able to get him.
I'm okay with it not doing Iron Man.
And I am too. And yeah, I mean, I either way, honestly, to me, the Illuminati is not something that I grew up with. It's been more of a
it's
the
a
last
it's a
10,
Bendis
20 years
creation.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not something I grew up with, so it's not like that huge
and
to me.
I would have been more surprised if it was Namor, because the Illuminati is Black
That
Bolt.
would have been interesting.
It's Black Bolt.
Or a variant of Black Panther.
It's Black Bolt,
Would've been neat.
Strange,
You could have, yeah.
Iron Man,
Professor X,
Professor X,
Namor,
Reed, and Namor.
Yeah.
And so and yeah, has been variations. I think there has. I don't know for sure if they. But the whole idea is like it's the smartest guy from each faction in the Marvel universe.
something like that. Yeah, but
But
whatever.
no, I popped at the Reed thing because I was like, "Are you shitting me?" Like they're good. I was like, "There's no," because I had seen the rumors that he was in it, and again, like I said, I don't buy into any of that shit. I'm just gonna go and see the movie because I know what you're talking about. You can with these MCU movies, you can get wrapped up in the like, "Oh, I want to see this."
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this thing.
But yeah.
This I love. I agree with you though. Doing the Black Bolt thing of killing him, I thought that was really cool. But the scene where she shows up, and logically, if I'm Doctor Strange, I'm like, you fucking idiots, like, because their response is like, yeah, he's trying to be like, if she comes here, she will kill all of you. Like, she is not fucking around. And they're like, well, we're the smartest people in the world, we can handle it. And it's like, not really, because if you're going out there. But
to me,
if
that
I'm Strange,
shows,
I'm like, fuck you guys.
That shows the hubris of those versions of those characters.
Right. Yeah.
And you could make the argument, well, we've held up to all this other shit. Yeah, but did they?
And then, of course,
It seems like their universe is pretty fucked up.
I love that they did the and the fact that they committed, and it's as stupid as it looks on screen, they committed to it of that yellow chair. Because that is the cartoon. That's what I remember.
Can we talk about something real quick?
And then him actually having the brain waves come out of his head.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, and that's another thing when I was like, Raimi gets it. It's a fucking comic book. Make it a comic book.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room that nobody, I think, is talking about, but we kind of should? Dude, Patrick Stewart is looking and sounding really bad lately.
Well, he's like in his 80s, dude.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, even like a year or two ago, like it was like, it's a big difference. I'm kind of worried myself. Just want to say. But my favorite part of the Illuminati massacre was the entire Professor X sequence.
So I want to get your response to that. So she comes in, and by the way,
because in the comics he does the psychic plane stuff a lot.
Well, so when she's coming in and they're trying to fight her, first of all, Reed. Again, these are supposed to be the smartest people in the world.
Not.
What are you doing, Reed? Because he's like,
to her
hey,
shit.
don't talk shit to Black Bolt because he could literally open his mouth and kill you. And she was like, what mouth? So when she does the what mouth and it's like the Matrix thing, I'm like, what's going to happen?
You know what I thought was going to happen?
And then when he screams and it pops he blew his fucking brains out. I was just like, what? Like I was literally sitting in the and then. Yeah, so what did you think? As much as you love Black Bolt, you're like, were you pissed that they kind of just murked him?
I mean, no.
Because he's a variant. He could show up
right,
later.
exactly, yeah. I honestly thought, because it was a horror movie, I thought, I mean, it makes no sense, in the context of the scene at all, but I thought he was just going to, like, take a knife and just, like, cut his, just and raw like that.
Yeah,
I kind of thought that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, like, he wanted... We're supposed to show how powerful Scarlet Witch is.
Mm-hmm.
And if these are the most powerful people that are in this movie, quote
in
unquote,
this universe,
sure, or this because obviously they've been in more than one universe, so they're maybe across the multiverse, who knows, or their corner of the whatever. But if you want to do it, that's a perfect way to do it. Like, look at how easily I dispatch these people. Now, here's the other thing I want to give forth. In the comics, Reed is really, really smart, and he's an average to above average hand-to-hand combatant with his powers, coupled with his stretching powers. He's pretty unbeatable in a fight. Having said that, I would never put him up with Black Bolt and Captain Marvel and Captain fucking Carter and whatever. Okay, he would be like in the little control room up there, going like, "Hey, look out." Like building like a time thing to like take out the villain or something while they fight him off. I
remember just seeing that in the theater, and I was shocked they got away with that in a PG-13. Him blowing his brain out.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I was shocked that they got away with that. And then, it's
surprisingly they didn't show the Captain Carter getting cut in half. And honestly,
it was more brutal without showing it.
Yeah, but I mean, they showed her snapping Professor X's neck, which was the way they did it from the psychic plane onto the real was fucking. That was one of the best jump scares of the whole movie.
It's like that Raimi style of like, it was horrifying to watch her unravel Mr. Fantastic, but at the same time, it was almost like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because his head just pops, and I'm like, Jesus. And I'm not gonna say this, but I know there's some incel neckbeard out there that's gonna be pissed that only the girls put up a fight against her, and the guys she kind of just murked.
Probably.
I guarantee. That's what I was thinking at one point. Like, well, they're gonna bitch about this, but I love.
Hey, you know what? It's not their fault that they're gonna bitch about it.
Did she kill Captain Marvel first and then Captain Carter?
It really doesn't matter, because as we've talked about on the show, and as that jackass has told us, it's the coming of the MCU.
Right. Well, but
you fucking cuck.
I will say I don't think Captain Marvel's death was as cool as the other ones, but like
because I mean it just dropped like a big.
I
old
just
fucking
remember seeing that fight with her and Captain Carter, because I honestly was like, well, shit, if they're gonna kill Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic, they're gonna kill her, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna kill all of them.
Yeah. I mean,
but just when she was throwing the shield around, I'm like, she's gonna die so harsh. And then when she punches her or she's fighting her and she's like, I could do this all day, and I'm like, oh well, you're dead. I just kept thinking that. But then this is what I love about Raimi is this shot. Like, he's really good at implication, and like to see the shot
shield's
of her
coming
catching the shield, or like the shield
Right.
coming at and then throwing it back, like, oh shit.
Kind of POV, it's coming at her,
And then it
like
just, her face.
and then they just they don't even, you hear the sound, they
and then
show
you
her
see
face.
the shield in the wall with blood on it, so you know they cut her in half, and I'm like, that's fucking dope. And then we get to,
And then it's heavily implied that only her top half fell over, if you know what I mean, because her legs are still standing up.
well, yeah, because it's
the way that-
it's in the wall.
The way that she fell,
Oh no, she was.
because it cut her in half.
You know, if this was a gory movie and if this is allowed to be, I know this because it's Sam Raimi. He would probably have a.
They would have shown it like sliding off.
Yes, and they would have hung on the shot of her legs being like wobbling and then
Yeah,
falling
yeah,
over like
yeah.
fucking RoboCop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I would dug it. I would think that would funny. I would. I would.
That's why we're best friends.
But so, how did you feel about the Professor X thing? With I thought it was really cool that they went into just this white negative space,
Like I said, I'm a big fan of like that type
and
of.
it looked like the Matrix.
Yeah. I like how he is. I like when they use that kind of comic booky stuff, like the brainwaves and stuff. So he was trying to rescue her from the other thing, and to me, you were talking about the smoke with Carmartage. My favorite thing, like smoky whatever, was when the fucking red.
Yeah, the red just fills in the room. That was really cool.
And he doesn't like either. He doesn't know it, or he's trying to help her.
Oh, dude! And did you notice it's the same
And then-
shot from WandaVision, Under the Rubble, and it's the show on the TV?
Yes, and and just something's coming, but still, when her hands reach out in the dream or in the dream plane, and then in the real world, like snap his neck at the same, like it's just such a and it's like oh and he does not die well. He flops over and shit, man. He's a.
And-
It's not
and then
dignified
and then
at
that-
all.
then
You can
that-
tell he shit his pants. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that, see, that's up there with the mirror dimension shit, where those are like my favorite things about this movie. It was just seeing her murk those two. And it's not, I was joking about the fact that it's Black Bolt or whatever, but like, that's like,
Look, let's be honest.
the implication of that is horrifying, that she like made this man suicide himself, took this stretchy man and just unraveled him, and then chopped a woman in half for their own, like, Wanda's a fucking badass in this movie. Like, holy shit.
Let's take a big old step back on the Black Bolt love here real quick, and let's just talk about this here, because I do really like the character, but let's call it what it is. His full name is Blackagar Boltagon.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
It
from the
is.
comics.
Blackagar Boltagon.
And as much as I love all that shit, I totally get that the writer was like, let's kind of make fun of it when they introduced him as Blackagar Boltagon, the keeper of the Terrigen Mist, which to me was like, oh, I'm so hard. But of course, Doctor Strange and everybody else is like,
dude,
that's stupid.
That whole Illuminati scene was like, they just smashed a fan service button. We're like, this is where, and they're like, they're just shooting us.
You know what?
Service logo
you know what?
over you.
You know what?
You like
They must have put that fan service button right on my prostate. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a big old.
I'm gonna shoot.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? Because I said I shot.
No, I was talking
Oh.
to me. I'm disgusting.
I was just following your
You
premise.
fucking sick motherfucker.
No, and
No, but seriously though, like
no,
mentally,
no.
I had a huge mental boner like throughout this movie. But yeah, the Illuminati stuff, I'm still like geeking out
When she
over Black Bolt.
what-
I know it's so dumb, but for me, it's I can't explain it to you.
What made me excited
audience.
in this was the part where, or what another scene that like really like hyped me up and made me really love the choices they made to make her a badass. When she goes where the Darkhold is held, and all those big ass demons bow to her, and she said, when she says it's a throne, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I was a big fan personally of how comic accurate the stone carving was of her costume.
It looks like it is.
It's a great way to be like. No, don't get me wrong. Her costume in the movie is
I like a modernized version.
really
of it,
cool comic book. Yes, it's
modernized.
Right, exactly. Yeah, let's be honest. As much as it's part of her look, the red gauze and the gigantic cleavage, not a super great look for
No, that
superheroes.
every woman looks like that. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
It's not some made up thing in a comic book. No.
At least it's not Power Girl's boob window. But no, traditionally
Yeah.
she has been shown as like having like this strapless thing with like a skirt.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I liked her costume, but I did also like to see, kind of that headdress. Because if you take that headdress from the comics and bring it right to live action, it looks like her costume in WandaVision. It does. Which is fun for fan service, like the Vision costume in WandaVision.
Yeah.
But it's also really stupid looking. And we know that. So it's like, let's be honest.
It'd be like
Black Bolt.
It would be like putting actual wings on Cap's helmet. And,
Right.
like it just doesn't
Yes,
work in the
yes.
live action.
Black Bolt looked really, really cool. I loved how they fucking showed his metal fucking wings under his arms when he came flying down and shit. I loved every minute of it. But let's be honest, the guy's got a tuning fork on his fucking
His
head.
costume looks like shit.
It does, but it doesn't because
I'm just saying
to me it's so iconic that I look past it.
It's Xavier's chair. It's Xavier's chair. It's so cool that they referenced the cartoon, had the music, but that chair looks stupid. It looked like he was driving a bumper car
It
around.
did kind of look like it was.
But at the same time, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
You know, it's Black Bolts. It looks ridiculous. But I will agree. There are some things.
100 times better than the fucking bullshit TV series that they did where he had like a leather fucking singlet or whatever the fuck that was. I was so glad they gave him the mask.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, dude, I know it's stupid, but yeah, the tuning fork is a big part of his character. I know.
For his voice.
I don't even know what the fuck it's for. I think.
What else is there to talk about? What have we forgot to talk about?
How fucking.
Oh, we totally forgot at the beginning when they fought the character's name that they can't have because it's not licensed, so it's some other name.
That was. I gotta say this.
When he pops the eyeball out, I was like, Jesus.
This is my face. Okay, so I knew that he was gonna shove the thing in his eyeball, right? Because that's.
I like the saw blade too when he cuts the bus. And
right, but like
that's a Raimi decision. But
totally just talking about the end
when
of
he
that
makes the
sequence.
spear, though, yeah.
Yeah, you knew he was about to stick it in his eye, right? And because it's leading there, and then he gets it in there. But then when it like pops out, and then the fucking thing, like those sticky
flops
octopuses,
down with his eye out, like no eyeball, and it's like Jesus.
Yeah, this was my face. I was like.
That's classic.
Smiling and grossed out at the same time.
Can we talk about Sam Raimi having a weird eye fetish? Because he does.
Dude.
He does.
It's so much fun.
I love it. So I also are they implying? Because I think they are that this final strange that he runs into or and the incursion happened. Is that I think that's the what if Doctor Strange because he destroyed his whole universe. Like he at the end of that episode, he caused they didn't call it an incursion, I don't think, but they did say that he destroyed everything. So I'm wondering if that's the Doctor Strange from What If, which would be cool. But
what are you talking about?
The dude at the very end with the third eye.
Oh no!
I was saying that I think that's the one from What If.
So okay, this kind of bugged me. At the very end of the movie, before any credits, he starts walking out.
That was a classic Raimi ending, by the way.
Okay, but
I'm just saying that's what it is. Yeah.
No, what it's implying to me. At first, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" But then when they get into the end credits with Clea, and then he opens it on purpose, I'm like, "Okay, well." All that you're telling me is that Doctor Strange has progressed in power enough to be like more powerful than he was.
Mm-hmm.
That's not saying he's like the bad Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it seemed like a weird fake out to imply that he was going to be evil.
No, I honestly think it was just that it's our Doctor Strange, but he somehow picked up.
No, I'm asking if it's the Doctor Strange from the TV show. What If? That he runs into.
Oh,
the final set piece before he takes over his corpse.
The one
With
that
the one that
ends up-
has the music fight with.
Yeah, the one that ends up in the crystal with the Vision
Yeah.
Ultron later at the very end of the series.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think it's just a different Strange.
Yeah, because it was kind of implied, because that Strike Force game I play, they actually came out with a new Doctor Strange character, in parentheses, Heartless. And I showed you that.
That's
Remember
the what if.
the guy that, the big, I showed you he was standing there and then the big tentacle comes out of his.
Yeah.
That's meant to imply the what if one. But I
think the
don't know
only
about
way-
the movie.
I don't think so, because if they're gonna imply it to what if, it would do something with like the tentacles or the other monsters.
Also, are you really going to get rid of him that easily by like knocking him out onto a fence?
Yeah.
If he's that powerful,
If he's the dude that destroyed a whole universe, but also says a lot too about how Doctor Strange is the guy that keeps destroying the universe because he destroyed it in what if he destroyed it in
asshole.
that. But okay, so let's talk about the music fight. What the fuck was that? And secondly, why did I like it so much?
Well, okay, so
Because on paper it sounds dumb as hell.
I'm watching this, and as I'm watching it, I'm thinking about all the people who are going to hate it.
Oh yeah, look.
And
If
then
you
I
hate it, I understand.
That was before I heard the music. Like, I see, but then I hear that there's music along with each, and I'm like, ooh, this is really leaning in hard. And then I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, I like that those are fucking drums in a fucking band and shit. And I love that one note.
That's the Raimi style, man. That's the Raimi style of like
Either lean into it or fuck off.
That's that's what I'm saying, and that's why I think he gets it so much.
Right.
Is he understands it's a comic book and lean into it. Be weird. And honestly, it's one of the most innovative fights in the whole MCU.
Hey,
you don't see shit like that in other movies.
Jake, the one thing I really didn't like about the music battle is how derivative it was of that other movie. Oh, wait, it's never been fucking done before. So that's pretty fucking cool.
And then the fact that you just played like one note and it destroys everything.
No, but seriously.
But it was literally like just two people playing dueling pianos at each other, and it fucking worked.
But seriously, what did I just say? That's never been done. I've never seen that in a movie. I mean, I'm sure there's been some variation, but
with Raimi,
it's cool though.
You can tell he's someone that loves movies and he loves it. And look, are there parts of this movie that are hokey and over the top and probably not something you like? Sure, but I did because I love Raimi movies. And are there some transitions that look like Star Wars? I'm like, why are we doing that? Like when there was that one where the circle comes out or goes back, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? But this is what I was trying to say earlier, but I couldn't articulate it properly. I loved it when they let Raimi off the leash a little bit and let him be a little bit more like that, versus when he had to be constrained to like, you are making an MCU movie. You have to do. What I'm getting at is, I really loved it when he got to do weird shit. I just love that he got to do something like this.
I think I like to think, I hope to think that I know he doesn't, but I like to think that Kevin Feige would hear this and go, you know what? Here's what we're going to do on this retreat where they're thinking about the next 10 years and whatnot. I like to think that he's looking at what didn't and did work with Eternals and what didn't and didn't work with No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness, which is what didn't work in all three cases was too heavy a hand from Marvel Studios, and what did work was giving those three directors, more of a free reign to do the movie they wanted within a framework, and not so much nitpicking and micromanaging like they did in the beginning of the MCU. Like, they did a lot. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're still attracting young and upcoming and different and bold filmmakers, because right now you can have Sam Raimi, and because of Sam Raimi's stature, he can tell Kevin Feige, you want me? You're going to get me and everything that comes with it. In other words, I'm going to make the movie I want, or you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Now, he has the power to do that. So does, now Tiki. Do you have that?
Oh yeah.
Tiki.
No. I was gonna say like Ryan Coogler can do whatever he wants with Black Panther because he helped create that, and
that's great. And
then you look at Thor and you see what
Tiki Watiti
is doing with the character.
What I'm saying is, like, the way that you guys handled Tiki
Tiki Watiti.
But the way that Marvel Studios dealt with those two directors, Coogler and Waititi, they gave these young, up-and-coming, bold vision directors, they gave them a lot more free reign than some other ones.
And they let it be more of a
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
Which
kind
is
of
cool.
movie.
Which is cool.
No, yeah, and
so
I don't want to take anything away from the Marvel elements. I did like
Yeah.
them. I just when it got to be more of a Sam Raimi movie, and you're right, because I don't want it to be where like you can just plug in a director in any of these
Yeah, we
movies
don't.
and it's the same thing. So
And we also
I
don't want
wanna
to
see more.
just attract old veteran directors, because that'll be boring. I mean, Raimi is a special kind of he's a special kind of director because he's one of those vets that you can bring in that does work with that framework or whatever. I don't know that Branagh maybe worked that well with the first Thor. Sure, he's got that
And
Shakespearean
he had a
background.
a lot of heavy lifting on that first Thor movie.
Absolutely, and I fucking love Branagh, dude. I fucking love him, man. I really do. He's one of my favorite,
Guy Le Pen or whatever.
yeah. No, I really liked.
'Cause that's who he is.
No, he's Horatio, whatever, something in the Death in the Nile. What were you talking about?
The detective of it.
Yeah, it's his name is Hercule
I don't know.
Poirot or something like that.
Perot, yeah.
Poirot, yeah.
Le Pen? What the fuck was Le Pen? Where's my brain?
No, but I
Oh, no,
but
I was trying to do the same thing that you said because we both said at the same time. Music fight. That's where we were at.
Well, I don't know what else there is to say.
Well,
there's
and
going to be people who hate it.
we
Fuck
are-
those people.
And then we already touched on it, but yeah, when he takes those fucking even the spirits of the damned when they're crawling out of the pupils of his eyeballs, like
Yeah.
when it goes to the black and like just shit like that. I'm like, again, eye fetish, but I love that kind of innovation with it and having fun and then like we were talking about the music when she says like you can control the souls, you're the master of the mystic arts, and like a fucking guitar riff, and it's like okay, and then it just turns into like metal as fuck ending where he's this corpse, and it's like
Can I just say how many times during this movie, I could just see myself just grinning ear to ear.
yeah,
No matter what was
Yeah.
going on, whether it was a horror movie or a horror movie moment,
Black Bolt
or
getting killed,
honestly, there was just moments where I'm just
Or
like, this is
Professor
fucking
X
great.
getting his neck snapped.
Honestly,
No, and again,
just a great time at the movies,
before we
man.
were recording, it's I tweeted that out, and I said at the beginning of this review is like, Raimi understands that he's making a movie. He's
Yes.
making a spectacle. And I'm not gonna say that No Way Home wasn't a spectacle or
Sure.
shit like that, but like when you go from something like
Because it was fucking
when
great.
when you go from something like, I don't know, maybe it's just because the MCU shows aren't hitting the way they should for me, or maybe a few like Eternals to me just felt like an episode in another show or in the series and another movie. And there's some movies that I feel like while they're fun and good movies, they're totally fine movies. They just feel like we're setting up the next thing. This just feels like this does at times,
Sure.
but for the most part, the things I remember most is when this movie is a movie, unabashed, and like you said, it commits. This movie is fucking bonkers, dude. It is
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
and it commits to it.
And like we said at the beginning, and obviously if you've seen it, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this because there's
Just
no
talked about the whole.
there's
fucking,
no spoiler-free moments in this one. You might as well put that in the thing. Like, by the way, no, but
Pizza time.
you've obviously seen the movie. It starts off it just starts.
Yeah.
There's no fucking around. I really liked that they were like, okay.
We don't need to explain this shit. You watch.
I really liked that.
Either you've watched Loki, or we know for a fact you
Right.
watched Spider-Man.
Right.
So, because that movie made way too much money.
Right.
So we're like, hey, you know what's going on? It's called Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna shoot this movie out of a cannon. Just poof, land you right in it, and then that's amazing. I love it.
Really funny story. I
Also, you have to watch WandaVision too, because otherwise you're gonna be real lost.
I work at this guy, and he's a big Lego guy like me, and so we talk about Legos.
I'm sorry.
And I work next to the Walmart over in Jordan Creek, okay, and we're right across the parking lot. And so we're talking about it, and the goat boat we started talking about, and there's a second Thor set.
Oh.
Called Attack on New Asgard. It's a $20 set. It comes with Thor, Mighty Thor, and then Gore, and then this stupid little plant-looking creature or whatever. But I think I like it when Lego does things where they make affordable sets. You know what I mean? Because the Goat Boat's like $60, I think. So
did you get a Korg?
Korg came with the Goat Boat.
Was it the likeness of?
Tiki Watiti.
You're fucking reaching. So
Pew pew quip. Pew pew.
so we're talking about it, and I hadn't seen Attack on New Asgard yet in the stores, and he was saying that he had gone to the Walmart next to us, and that they had a bunch of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I really wanted to get it because I really don't want to spend a lot of money on Legos anymore. I want to spend money on guitar and stuff so I can make my music because now I have motivation for that. But I'm like, so this is like a quick little, $20 thing. It's not that expensive, and I'm not breaking the bank, and it's something I can do, when I get home from work. I go in there, and there's a mom and a kid. They're both on that side of the aisle because it goes like Star Wars, Creator, Friends, Harry Potter, and then So we're all the way back by the Marvel stuff, and I'm looking around for it. I see the Goat Boat, but I don't see the other one. And the kid says to me, he's like, "Which one are you looking for? I can help you find it." And his mom's like, she kind of gives me this like, he's just real friendly. He's probably like 10 years old or something like that. And I'm like, I was looking for the Attack, and I'm talking to him like a Lego fan, and she's kind of chiming in. We're all talking about. She and I actually talked while he was picking out a set. We had just a quick chit chat about how like it helps with math and stuff. Because, you got like a 4x2 piece is like 4 dots and 2 dots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of helps with spatial relationships and shit too. So like Duplo is really good for like developmental learning. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this story is taking longer than the encounter did. It wasn't this long, but I'm just explaining the whole thing because it's really funny. The end of the story is I'm looking around and, we're kind of chit-chatting and I'm kind of trying to just, kind of not really engage that much because it's like a mom and her little kid and I'm like, I don't need to do,
Yeah.
And so I find the one that I'm looking for and I'm like, oh, cool. And I'm like, yeah, neat. And he goes, yeah, oh, I got that one too. I can't wait for that one. I just saw the Doctor Strange last night. And I just look at his mom and I'm like, I'll see you guys later. You have a wonderful weekend. And I just like literally backed away from them out of the aisle. Like, don't you fucking say shit, you little shit.
Slowly walked away and then took off.
This is what's really funny, though. I go through the self-checkout, and they're standing, mom and dad and the kid, all at the corner one while I'm waiting for the next one. So I can't help but stand next to them. And of course, mom says to dad, oh, we saw him in the Lego aisle, da-da-da-da-da. And the kid's asking me, are you a YouTuber? And I'm just like, yes, but it's not for your age. And I go check out my stuff and I leave. I'm just like, no, you can't watch or listen. Yeah, I basically was like, I think I said, yes, I am, but I think you would want to have mom or dad check that out before they let you watch that.
I'm pretty sure we said in this very review, I'm about to shoot.
I was yes. It took me a second to be like, I don't want you to know what we do.
You know what we do?
I'll eat your ass.
Not you, because you're a kid, but ask your mother.
Just to make sure if he
$1 million.
If he ever does find us, can we put on every single description, not for children, like right away, like
what?
Just so that if he ever does find us, like he can't.
Well, it's not for children on YouTube.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
All right.
But what a weird story, right? Because I almost got spoiled by a little kid, like
just fucking drop an elbow on him. Shut your mouth. Drop kick this kid.
Knowing my luck, he would have been like, yeah, I saw it last night. Black Bolt totally gets murked. Like,
pops his brain out of the back of his head.
Motherfucker.
And then you got to fight his dad.
Yeah. Oh, and his dad would have beat my ass, dude. His dad would have beat my ass.
It would have been like, you mother.
Jake, let's talk about something. That kid probably would have beat my ass. All right?
And we're soft boys.
He wasn't fucking around. He was buying Legos, man. He's badass.
He just straight up walked in and just said,
I'll eat your ass.
Wow.
like, whoa, okay, man. I'll back off.
I think that's a good place to end the
And then
fucking.
you're like, how much was a Lego set?
$1 million, bitch.
That was the kid responding. By the way, Alex Jones is the kid, if you didn't know.
What?
All right.
Going straight to hell.
Can you imagine that, dude? This kid just walks up and like, I'm going to fuck you up. Give me that Lego set.
When Lincoln is 10, you're going to be in a Walmart and you're going to meet a 40-year-old dude who has a podcast who's going to talk about your kid
I'm
just
gonna
like
stump a muddle in your ass. He's not fucking around. Stop a mud hole. I'm gonna stop a mud hole in your ass and
What?
walk it dry. That's
do
what
we have Stone
that's,
Cold?
that's what Wanda did to.
Do we have Stone Cold on here?
What?
Yeah.
The kid walks up and says that, and then you're like,
What?
and I'm next to you going,
What?
with the drum beat. What are we doing?
I think we're done
I feel
with the,
I feel like there's one thing, like one other
I-
thing, but I
me
feel
too,
like we
but-
touched on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that
I got all
Strange
I
looked
got
like
all-
a dead height.
I got all butthurt over, Black Bolt and Reed Richards and.
You saw that happen to Black Bolt, and you're like,
What?
you know who wouldn't have done this?
Tiki Watiti.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
There were.
You said more than one thing just now. I hate when people do that shit.
Can I say one additional bit about the movie?
Yes.
I got there. I got in there before anybody else, and so I watched everybody come in, and it was about half full. I would say,
Yeah.
every row had people in it, but there was nobody like nuts to butts or anything like that.
I've never heard that one before.
I think there were two other people. There were two couples in my row, and I was in the middle, and they were both on the end. You know what I mean? So there was people in there, but I didn't have to worry about people talking or any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
When Black Bolt blew out his fucking brain, there was an audible gasp from at least like 10 people. At least like, oh, like I know the lady behind me was like, oh, and I was like, I don't remember what my reaction was because I was so like hers was so visceral.
My mouth was just open. I was like, what?
I think I was so shocked, and then I knew. I don't know, but I just kind of knew that it wasn't going to end well for them, I guess, but not like, I don't know.
Not like this.
Well, not even like, it's not even like that kind of situation because it's like.
You looked at the lady at that gasp and you just straight up said,
Misery, misery, misery. That's what you've chosen.
that was her.
My back.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
So I think it's good.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
I loved this, by the way.
I really loved it too.
10 out of 10. No, I was kidding. No, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I was surprised having not it like I was excited to see it because I wanted to see a new Strange movie and like all the possibilities of the multiverse.
I mean, there's not, just going into it. You got Raimi, you got Strange,
and it's Raimi doing doing Marvel again, but doing a horror movie. And like, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
And as much as I contradicted myself so much in this review, I want to make it very clear: when Raimi was being Raimi is when I enjoyed the movie the most.
Yeah, and I think,
and that's including the Illuminati scene because the Illuminati scene turns into a fucking horror flick.
Well, when you look at all of the MCU movies, you take them. There's tendencies in them, and one of the tendencies is the really, really good ones, the ones that stand out, the ones that are rewatchable over and over again, like
good
Black Panther,
movies for
like
Winter
Ragnarok,
Soldier,
are because they gave up and coming and bold vision directors like the Russo brothers, like Ryan Coogler, like
Tiki Watiti.
You even said it yourself.
I almost did it. That's because they gave them more of a free reign. They didn't keep them on the leash so much. I think what happened was, I don't think it was so much that they were keeping Raimi on the leash as much as it was, hey, this is what we need you to fix. And if you see anything else, but we got this much time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think I would love to see an alternate universe version of this movie where it was Raimi from the beginning of the production all the way through. I would love to see that. But yeah, I agree, and I think we've told Marvel and Feige too many times. He never answers our calls, but don't make it like a factory thing,
And I will say this to wrap
It'll
it up.
get boring.
I'm excited for Thor for many reasons, but one of them is that it isn't a multiverse.
Also,
I'm just. Can we take like a little break from the multiverse
I'm
stuff?
super into the MCU, so
Yeah.
the Shiification.
You know what I like about them is,
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
and then you see Thor.
It's Thor's weapon.
He says it like
Look at how like he's a little whiny child.
he says it like somebody being
Thor's
disgusted.
weapon.
He says it like somebody being disgusted by.
bad.
He's like he's in a locker room and it's the first time he's seen another man's penis. Thor's weapon.
No, that's
Just
what
hanging out of his towel. My God, I didn't know people got naked in here.
It's Thor's weapon.
He's so disgusted.
Look at that big old hog.
Are those white pubic hairs?
And then what? You know what? Let's end this one on a high note.
Wow, it was good. I never let you. Wow. Wow, it was good. I never let you. Wow.
And that's it.